Good morning. Today is Saturday, the 20th of September, 2025. And the time now, well, it's approaching 11 minutes past 8 a.m. in the morning. My name is Honest John, the son of John L. Sullivan, or Roughneck, or the Rugged Miller, or Egan, or Marsh, or Kid Blackie, the Nonpareil. And I'm a boxer, prize fighter, pugilist. Bill Gates. I'm going to read something up here about Bill Gates, the legendary, well, the wonderful Bill Gates. He'll be a legend when he passes away and he goes up to heaven with the Lord. He'll be a legend. Obviously, he's outstanding human being. Bill Gates co-founded Microsoft with Paul Allen in 1975, becoming a pioneer of the personal computer revolution and eventually the world's richest person for many years. After leaving Harvard to pursue software development, Gates led Microsoft's explosive growth with products like MS-DOS and Windows before transitioning to philanthropy in 2000. As co-founder of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, he has since dedicated his efforts to global health, poverty, and climate change initiatives. Early life and education, birth and interests. William Henry Gates III was born October 28, 1955, in Seattle, Washington. He showed an early aptitude for mathematics and computer programming, writing his first program at age 13 and helping to computerize his school's payroll system. Harvard University. Gates began attending Harvard University in 1973, studying pre-law. However, he left during his junior year to pursue his passion for software development with his friend Paul Allen. Microsoft and the PC Revolution. Founding Microsoft in 1975, Gates and Allen dropped out of Harvard to co-found Microsoft in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I spell Albuquerque. A for Alpha, L for Lima, B for Bravo, U for Uniform, Q for Queen, U for Uniform, E for Echo, R for Roger, Q for Quebec, U for Uniform, E for Alpha. No, sorry, that was a mistake. Let me say that again. A for Alpha, L for Lima, B for Bravo, U for Uniform, Q for Queen, U for Uniform, E for Echo, R for Roger, Q for Queen, U for Uniform, E for Echo, Albuquerque. It's not a word that I've regularly come across. I've seen it before a couple of times. New Mexico, aiming to make computers more accessible. Key innovations. Under Gates' leadership, Microsoft created software like MS-DOS, which IBM licensed for its early personal computers, and the Windows operating system, which became the dominant operating system worldwide. Rise to wealth. The company's 1986 initial public offering, IPO, made Gates a billionaire, and he was ranked as the world's wealthiest person for 18 of 24 years between 1995 and 2017. It's amazing. Philanthropy and legacy. The Gates Foundation. Gates stepped down as Microsoft's CEO in 2000, and with his then wife Melinda French Gates, co-founded the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Focus areas. The foundation focuses on improving global health and poverty, funding major initiatives in areas like eradicating diseases such as polio. Ongoing work. Gates later retired from Microsoft to dedicate more time to philanthropy and remains the sole chairman of the foundation. He has also advocated for clean energy research and signed the Giving Pledge, committing a significant portion of his wealth to charitable causes. Thank you very much. I'll just say a bit about Mr. Gates, respectfully. I'm 55 now. I first heard about Bill Gates or Mr. Gates about maybe 35 years ago when I was 20. And I have a little thing for technology myself. I think we all do. Like in the West, like we're in the West, isn't it? Like we're in Europe, it's the West. Anyway, we all have this little thing about we like. When I say a little thing, we follow. Like in our subconscious mind, we want to keep up with the latest technology. We do that because we're in the West. Technology is a very important part of our way of life here, isn't it? Like the latest smartphone, the latest laptop. We don't follow it literally, but we like to keep it. We like to know, especially when it's groundbreaking. Like if it comes up with something, a new technology, we'd like to know, yeah, it could do that. I'm not talking about a minor improvement. I'm talking about a major development. We want to that major. We want to know, yeah, that major. Right, different because it's just interesting. It stimulates the mind because it's food for thought. Food for thought. We like to think about. So anyway, I've got a thing about technology myself. I've got a thing about technology, and For me, I think I'm gonna just pause. I'm gonna not just speak flippantly, but I think for me, technology. Thinking what I would say. For me, finding the word. I'm finding the words. For me, I think needs must. What needs must means. There's a little thing my ex-girlfriend used to say. It means that when there's a need, um, try to fulfill that need. So when you see that when you identify a need, when you identify a need in society or in life or in civilization, try to fulfill that need. You don't have to try it. But for me, so in terms of the technology that I have, or because I done a technology degree 10 years ago. Didn't complete it. I've done the first 1 year or two technology degree. Yeah, very interesting. However, getting back to Bill Gates, it's wonderful. It's staggering. Anybody in their right mind would say yes. It's amazing. Like the Windows. Think how we use Windows. We go online, and it's there. You go in Windows, you write your web processing. No, that's great. It's great. Windows and MS DOS and all that. I say it respectfully. It's a wonderful thing that he's been a part of it. He's created that for us to use. It's incredible. It's phenomenal. You have to say thank you. Say thank you. Thank you. It's great. Wonderful. You have to say thank you. You know what I mean? I'm respectful. Yeah, thanks a lot. Mr. Gates, thanks a lot. It's wonderful. It's wonderful, yeah. You think that through human history, because we have a human history, there's been so many developers and inventors, yeah. There's so many things. There's been so many people that's contributed to like the progression of human civilization. Yeah, so many people. People that we know about and people that we don't know. There's been people that we don't know about, but they might be known in like Romania or in Turkey or in Greece, or they might be known there, but globally, because their fame didn't go worldwide, but they've done something to push it that a little bit further. Yeah, that's how technology, that's how progression works. But Mr. Gates, his contribution was significant that we know him, significant because we all use, most of us in the West, not most of us in the West. I would say in the West, it's hard to speak. What I'm saying in the West, most of us of a certain age or generation know about Word in it, and we know about we don't know about Word, but we've heard of Microsoft. So, yeah, we know about Microsoft. Yeah, it's a powerful company with a powerful force. We've heard about it. So we know it's without that contribution, a lot of the things we would do on a computer wouldn't be able to do. So anyway, so it's a great thing, but I think that life never stops. So I think this is what people need to understand. It never stops. Life never stops. It doesn't stop. What I mean, what the reason why do I say that? Like I said, I'm Honest John, the son of John O'Sullivan, isn't it? I'm a boxer. I'm a prize fighter. So we had Muhammad Ali in it. Then we had Mike Tyson. Then we had Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? So developing. So where are we now? So we got Mr. Alexander Usyk. When Mr. Alexander Usyk relinquishes the title, and he says, "Okay, you know what? Two now. This and that, and that. I'm rich beyond belief. I've defended the title for like 25 years. After he relinquishes, he might retire. So you know what? I've retired undefeated. Say somebody else will emerge, wouldn't they? They will. We don't know that name now because we just know Alexander Usyk as champion. But listen, once he relinquishes it, said this and that and that, you think, rah, someone will say to you, but you'll see a friend of yours at the bus stop. Have you heard of so and so? Who? Ah, he's the champion now. It happens like that, yeah. That you'll see someone like a not a friend or brethren, friend, but an acquaintance, somebody you see in the area. Say, have you heard of? No, he's the new champion. He had a boxing match in so and so. I didn't know about that. When was that? That was like Thursday last week. Wow, I missed that one. He's the champion now. That it goes on. It never stops. And don't be scared of that. That it never stops. That's just life. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Nothing at all. Nothing you can do. You might just get with it. There's nothing we can do. The fact that so many things it just develops. It's a developing, beautiful, progressive, creative force. It never stops. Never stops now. Always one new thing. Because you got to understand. One last thing, yeah. Let me keep it laugh. On the earth, on the earth, on the planet Earth, on this earth, there's billions of people, billions. I was told that in China, you know, we all love China, don't we? That in China, they've got a high population of people there. So you got to think, what are they doing there? Yeah, they're living, they're having families and they're going to college, universities, what we do. But they're also creating, there's creative people there. Like, I'm not saying all of them, I'm not saying all the Chinese people are creative, although their language, their writing, Chinese writing is beautiful. It is. You may disagree, but for me, I'm talking about for me, that writing that they have, is the hieroglyphics that the Egyptians, just hieroglyphics, is ancient and original. But for me, listen good, the Chinese writing is beautiful. It's art. Just like you think they're right there, it's artistic. They could just write it on a nice bit of a quality, expensive paper. You could frame it and put it on your wall. It'd be like art. People say that's nice. That's a nice art they got there. They might not say it's a nice art, but they look at it. They might think that looks nice. They won't say it's a nice art, but they'll think that looks nice on your wall when they write Chinese writing. They'll look at it. They might not say nothing, but they see it. They'll clock it. Clock it means they'll see it and think that looks nice, and then move on. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful. So it's horses for causes. What horses for causes mean? What you like. This is what the world is about. What you like. Like some people, they like to go to Spain for the holiday. They like to go to Spain. Some people might go to Jamaica. You'd be like, well, why do you go to Jamaica? Because like, in England, most of the people go to Spain. But no, I'm going to go to Jamaica. Like, my father's from Jamaica. But they might not understand it. He said, but no, hold on. We're from Jamaica. You go to Spain because like you're Caucasian, you're British, isn't it? So that's where you go. That's for us now. Even though we're in your country, we go to Jamaica or the Caribbean. But they might not understand what you're saying. But what I'm trying to say is, it's what you prefer.